What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a little bit of a special video for you guys. So don't mind the truck and don't mind the trailer. That was from my New Year's Day special. You guys can go check that video out after you watch this one. But those of you may remember the video of the things that I said I want in the next update when they release Missouri for the Missouri DLC, most likely an update 1.54. Now, one of my viewers mentioned that if you go on the map, and actually shout out to, I think his name is Semper, I think I pronounced that right. He said that if you go onto the map, which I'll show you right here, if you go on to the map in Arkansas, and you can actually peek over into Missouri, and some of Missouri is already kind of in the game, sort of. Specifically, the Branson and Table Rock Lake area, which those were areas, if you guys remember, go check them out in my previous video. Those were areas that I said I absolutely want to see in the game. And I will say it actually looks like they made it, they put it in the game. So we're going to actually drive a little bit further down the road here. And what I mean by that, you guys will see. So I'm going to drop my trailer just so I'm not blocking too much traffic. But we are going to drive just a little bit further down the road. Don't pay attention to what's going on over there. I may or may not have made a U-turn in the middle of the road. So I really want to keep going this way because this road, if you follow it down, it takes you over to pretty much Branson from Arkansas, but it won't let you go that way. So instead, we are going to go as far as we possibly can to where it renders. Now, I know some of you guys like more of a smoother video with less cuts, you guys have all mentioned and recommended. I will be doing that in this video, so you guys are going to kind of have to bear with me. There will be some texture issues, as you guys are going to see here soon. The game will only let you go so far away out of your truck in free cam before it starts causing major texture issues, and you'll see exactly what I mean. So I am going to keep that camera up there on the bottom right, as you guys can see. I'm going to keep that up specifically to where you can see where I'm at on the map. So once again, I'll zoom out. Actually, before I even take out, I will show you in the settings here. I am right here between Harrison and Springdale, Fayetteville area, Arkansas. Which in theory, if this is right, oops, let me cancel that out. In theory, if this is right, I should be able to just go literally right over this little line right there, which is into Missouri. And that should be where Branson is, and Table Rock Lake and what have you. And then Springfield, Missouri would be not too far from it. Now, if you look on this road right here, if you guys, let me jump out here. If you guys look on this road is already here and there's already traffic on it. Of course, it won't let you go that way because there is nothing that way if you look on the map. So technically, if you follow this road all the way down, this is going to take you over into Branson. So Branson is a little city, for those of you that don't know, in Missouri, and you can actually see where the traffic stops spawning because we've hit the point where you're not supposed to be here yet in the game. But anyways, Branson is a city in Missouri. It's kind of like Gatlinburg, Tennessee, almost, just a little bit of a smaller view. Oh, okay, I guess traffic is still spawning this way now. So interesting. I wonder how close I am. Let's just take a look here. Let's see. So in Missouri, that's built in the middle of the mountains right on the lake. It's actually beautiful. One thing I will point out right away, this looks exactly like the road going into Branson. You've got the kind of like little jagged edge cliffs there as it was cut through the mountains, and so on and so forth. Now, if you guys look, there is a river, and I want to show you something. I'm going to stop right here already. Again, just know that as soon as I get too far away, you're going to start to see major texture issues here, and we'll have to go back to the truck and kind of reset. I do have my computer turned, although I do have a really good computer. It's turned up to the max, and I do have my settings turned up to the max to try and prevent it. So like, for example, right here, you can already see where the water stops rendering in. But something I want to show you guys that I think is going to be really cool. Now, if I go too far back that way where you can see it's already rendered, that will end up becoming Springdale, Arkansas. And I'll just kind of fly over here and show you. You can look on the map now. Now there's an official road in the game because I'm heading towards Springdale, Arkansas. So we're going to fly back this way, and it's going to render in. That right there is exactly what I was talking about, the rendering issues. I want to show you guys something. The Table Rock Lake Dam is already in the game. So this right here, I got so excited when I saw this. You can't tell me that this is not going to be Branson. So I was just right there. Sorry, I'm kind of jumping all over the place. This right here, this is one of the first things you see as you cross through Table Rock Lake and go into Branson. You see this big water tower, and it will literally say either Table Rock Lake or Branson, depending where you're at. I do believe this is supposed to be in the Table Rock Lake area, and I'll show you why. So if you come this way, This is a little city here. Now you're going to see the rendering issues and the texture issues right here. You see the pink building. Those are not because I have bad mods in the game. It's actually they're rendering issues where the game's trying to render them in, but it's technically not in the game. As you'll see that there's actually no traffic left. And if you look, you can see they've got roads with trees just coming up. They are roads that are already made. Don't worry, we're going to go that way here in a minute. They've already got a lot of the road map laid out. But now you'll see, let it spawn in. We'll go out here. We may have to go back to the truck and come back because it only likes it when I'm out so far for so long. But if you guys look, this right here, it'll spawn in here in a minute and you'll really see what I'm talking about. There it is. You can't tell me that is not Table Rock Lake and Table Rock Dam right there. So huge shout out to Semper. I think I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Give it just a few minutes, it will spawn in again. But that's pretty awesome to see that Table Rock Lake and Table Rock Dam is already in the game. At least so far, kind of, sort of anyway. You can't really say it's in the game yet, but you guys know what I mean. It's a nice little sneak peek. Now, I have not flown over that way yet. There we go. Now it's starting to all spawn in. Just like I said it was going to do. It'll spawn out and spawn in. I may have to fly back to my truck and let it spawn in again. But as you can see, I have not gone this way at all. I know eventually, depending which direction I go, it will end up spawning in. Yeah, okay. So this is Harrison, Arkansas, because this is, or Fayetteville, Arkansas, because this is the airport here. As you guys can look on the map, Springdale, Fayetteville, that's pretty much right there. So on that map down there in the bottom right, this is already in the game. So we are going to fly back this way and go over to Table Rock Lake, and we're going to keep flying the opposite direction. So there's Table Rock Lake and the Table Rock Dam, which is awesome to see in the game. I'm super stoked about that. I personally did not think Table Rock Lake or Table Rock Dam would make it in the game at all. I really didn't. I was hoping Branson would make it in it, but the fact that they got Table Rock Lake and Table Rock Dam in it makes me very, very excited for Branson. So we'll keep flying this way. Now, if you look, the highway system does continue to keep going, which this would be over here where Branson would be compared to Table Rock Lake. Now, I will say they've got the mountains already in the game. As you're driving through Branson or to Branson, the mountains over here on the side and the cliffs, this looks real. It looks almost identical. Now, one thing I wanted to show you guys that I thought was awesome, I saw already. This right here. So it says Oklahoma Plan the Trip, the travel center. I do believe this is a real spot outside of Branson because it looks identical to it. I will try to upload a picture in this video somehow if I can. It looks identical to it, but I have personally drove my motorcycle right there and saw that view. This is one of the only few places in the state of Missouri that you can actually get a view like that. I can't remember the exact name of the view. I think it's called Table Rock View, if I'm not mistaken, or Table Rock Overlook. I could be wrong on that, but I have been there countless times on my motorcycle and in my Mustang I used to have, and just in my regular car. It's a beautiful view out there, and it's really peaceful. There's some really windy roads to get out to it. So that is cool. I'm going to say that that is what that is in the game. At least in my opinion, that's what I think it is. And honestly, as part of it, that might be hopeful wishing, but we're going to keep flying this way because I can see that it is starting to spawn some things in. But you can see right here now, it is starting to, that's it. So they've got part of it in it. Now, I'm not expecting to see like the whole city of Branson yet. I just thought it was cool. One of my viewers mentioned that you can actually fly over it and see it. And you can't tell me that this isn't going to eventually say Branson or Table Rock Lake. Now we're going to fly over here. I do see another water tower over there. And then, I mean, this little creek here, it looks just like what they did. This is making me really, really excited in case you guys couldn't tell by my voice and by me recording. I am really, really excited. I was very hard on the Arkansas DLC. I'll admit it, I was very hard on the Arkansas DLC. We're going to fly back to our truck and let things render in again, and then we'll fly back out to it. And I have really high hopes for the Branson or for Missouri DLC when it comes out. I really do, and I might be a little too hard on my expectations, but I'm just very excited about it. And there we go, something spawning in out there. We're going to try and fly out to it. Yep. Okay, so more of it is starting to spawn in. Is that where I was already at? Yeah, that's where I was already at. I want to keep going that way. So, like I was saying, I was very hard on it, but I think that's awesome to say, yeah, because that's where my truck is sitting right there. So I want to keep flying out that way. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be anything out this way. How far will it let me come out? Oh, I'm way, way out here. Okay, we're going to go back to our truck, spawn in again, and we're going to see one more time. Oh, went a little too fast there. Oh, I'm going way too fast there. Slow her down here. I want to spawn in and see, yep, there's Table Rock Lake. I just want to see exactly what else is out here. Kind of makes me want to go to other places and other locations that are already in the game and just kind of peek over on the map and see what else is out there. I was very, like I said, very, very excited about this. And I don't believe I've been here. Okay, yeah, so this is Harrison. This is already in the game. But right here, what is all this? Is this where I was at? Did I make us? No, I have not been here yet. So this is interesting. I've not been this direction. Oh, what do we got over here? We got a little city of some sort over here. I have not been out this way. This is giving me the lake in Branson vibes. There's little. Okay, so you can be here. Well, there's a road in the game here, but I'm not entirely sure where this is at. Okay, so this is a road in the game. So this is not in the Missouri side yet. And there's the 112. Yeah, okay, I do know exactly where it's at. But over here is not in the game yet. So that's cool. This is definitely giving me the lake by Branson. What else is over here? Let's just keep peeking. All right, so this is in the game, as you guys can see on the bottom of the map there in the bottom right. I, of course, new mail. Don't mind that. And actually, I really want to take a peek. Is this in the game or is this the road, Hardy? Yeah, okay, so this is in the game. I've just gone a little too far back. Yes, all this is in the game. But anyways, that is super cool to see. Hey, this is not. What is all this? We're just going to keep flying around and see what we can find. Okay, so I'm not sure what side of the state I am in right now, but I'm assuming I'm on the lower south side of Missouri. We're going to fly back because one of the other things I wanted was the farms on southeast Missouri, like in the Bootheel, Missouri. And there's a farm, and if you look on the bottom right, I am not anywhere near where there is an actual like city or anything like that. I want to see, is there like a name or anything on the travel centers? Oh, what does that say? I think it's, oh, okay, so that still says Arkansas, but clearly I am in some side of the area I'm not supposed to be on yet. They got farm tractors already out here, so that's pretty awesome. Nice little airport. I'm really not sure where I'm at on the map. We may, but what I'm seeing right now, I'm kind of impressed with. We'll see if this really is on the Missouri side. What we're going to do, like I said, I'm going to try and do this with very little jumps. Yeah, I know I was just up here. Perhaps I was flying through the Harrison area. Let's actually go back in the free cam and we are going to fly, kind of follow the road. And then when we get to right about here, I'm going to put a little destination on the map. When we get to right about there, which is near the Bootheel, I'm going to put two spots. So we're going to go here and then I'm going to go over and then we're going to fly down here to Jonesboro and go actually in the Bootheel just to take a peek. I want to see. I know I said this video was going to be a quicker video. It might be a little longer than expected. So is that already one spot? No, okay, let's go this way. So there's Harrison. Did I go the right way? Yep, follow through over to, here we go. All right, so now this is part of the map. Okay, so like I was saying, okay, here's the first spot. So like I was saying, I know this was going to be a quicker video, but I'm very intrigued. So anything over here would be Missouri. Okay, so it's spawning in quite a lot actually. And I'm not sure whereabouts this would be in Missouri, but it is spawning in a lot of Missouri. So you can see it kind of stops there. So let's fly back over. Sorry if I'm making you guys dizzy. I'm really trying not to. Let's go back to our truck. Let it all spawn in again. And then get the traffic going. And now let's jump back. Oops, sorry, too fast. Probably really making y'all dizzy now. Let's go ahead and fly back over here. And let's follow this road on the map. Let's try and get it. Oop, did I go too far down? So I should be right over top of map. Or right over top of road. I'm following that road. I'm trying to get to Jonesboro, but I think I glitched it out because I'm too far out of the map and it's not rendering in. I may be too far. Oh, there we go. Okay, I was actually too far high. Too far up. Oop, I just went really. Let's slow it down. I apologize if I'm making y'all dizzy. I'm making myself dizzy here. So let's keep following the road here. All right, so this was like Jonesboro down here on the map is where I'm currently at. I wanted to go just over here off the map and see if like the Boot Hill. Okay, see if the Boot Hill of Missouri is spawned in, and there is something in here. So I do believe I was in the Boot Hill of Missouri. Maybe a lot of it's not spawning in. Okay, so a lot of it is spawning in now. Might be the Mississippi River there. Okay, no, I'm sorry. So I am going back the wrong way because that is part of the map that's already unlocked. So let's follow this down to the saved spot where I had the GPS. I think I'm actually going back the wrong way now. All right, so I've got my bearings back. I jumped back to the truck, and we are following the map down there in the bottom right, and kind of following this highway pretty much, going over to Jonesboro, and then we're gonna try to peek over the state line there. I got turned around looking for it, and kind of peek over the state line and see if the Boot Hill, Missouri is in. So far everything you guys are seeing in screen is already in the game. It's part of Arkansas. You can be down in here. But what I'm wanting to do, like I said, this whole video is for peeking over into the Missouri for the Missouri update in update 1.54. So right here is pretty much the edge of the map. This is as far as you can go in Arkansas. Now let things start to render in. Here we go. Here we go. So this is Missouri, and look at that. You got a little airport out here, and there's some farms. So that's looking promising. There we go. Get it to spawn in. That's looking really promising for the Boot Hill, which the Boot Hill is pretty much just giant farms. Now, this is interesting. Is this supposed to be Raleigh or New Madrid? Kind of hard to tell, especially with it rendering in like that. But this is definitely in the Missouri side. And they got a nice little church over here. I'm kind of looking for this. Is awesome. They got some old school trucks there. That's the most Midwest Missouri thing I've seen at a church. And then, of course, these are just Panda Express, and you got Chase Bank. But this is definitely a city in Missouri. I don't believe this is supposed to be Branson. I am too far down on the map for this to be Branson. I am going to quickly pause it here in just a minute because I want to see if it'll show on the actual map itself, like the state map, where exactly I'm at. And you can see where it stops. What does that sign say there? Oh, just Amazon. Just Amazon. But this is definitely giving the Boot Hill, Missouri vibes. I mean, it really, really is. And that's making me very happy and very excited for this game. This whole video was just to explore, kind of pique our interest. One of my viewers told me that you can actually see part of Missouri is already spawned in the game. And I mean, they are so far what I am seeing, I am very impressed with. If this really does come into the game, I mean, it's already here pretty much. But I mean, the Boot Hill, Missouri has these farm fields, and over by Branson, they've got the mountains, and they literally have Table Rock Lake and Table Rock Dam in it, which is awesome. But I mean, this really does. There is a little bit more trees than what there actually is out there in the Boot Hill. They like it all flat and wide open, but what have you? It's a game. It's not going to be 100% accurate. So let's just pause it and see if it'll show me on the quick map or the world map. Okay, so it won't show you where you're at in comparison to the free cam anyways. But that makes me very, very excited. Like, I am so happy to see this. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of video. I know it's kind of a more of an impromptu video, something a little different, but I wanted to share one of my excitements for you guys. I mean, Missouri is definitely in the game already, so that's cool, at least part of it. Uh, so that's awesome. It makes me very, very excited. Again, I apologize for making you guys a little dizzy here. I know I was kind of all over the place, and now we're back into Arkansas. So, again, like I said, I know it may have made you guys a little on the dizzier side. I do greatly apologize. But anyways, I am super excited about it. You guys are going to have to comment below and let me know what you guys are most excited about, the newest update that's coming out or the newest DLC. I know I am very excited. I'm going to be very hard on it. When it does come out, I am going to see if I can try to be one of the first people with it somehow. We're going to see. I'm going to try and pull some few strings there. But anyways, I'm very excited about it. You guys are going to see lots of content on my channel here for it. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I do appreciate all of you guys for watching. I wanted to say Happy New Year's to everybody already once again. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I can't wait to see you guys in the Missouri DLC. But anyways, I'll see y'all in the next video.